Okay, it is the morning of July 4th, and sales this month have definitely started out slow. So nothing yet today. It's just about noon. It's like 11:55. Yesterday had 2 sales. The day before that had 3 sales. While we're talking on it, let's add those to the tally board here. So yesterday was 2, 1, 2, and the day before that 3, 1, 2, 3. I have the day off today, of course. It's the 4th of July. And apparently everyone else in the neighborhood does too, because fireworks started this morning at about 9:30, which is, I mean, in my opinion, the perfect time to start shooting off military grade mortars that shake the entire neighborhood. So yeah, it's been rough. Last night, the 3rd, I guess a lot of people have the day off, so they're going to stay up late. We had fireworks, like pretty extreme amounts of fireworks last night, starting around 6-ish, 5:30, 6-ish. And then we knew we couldn't stay here. With the dog, he gets so anxious that he tears things apart. He hurts himself this morning. His paws are bleeding from his digging motion that he does. Anyway, last night we knew we couldn't stay in the house, so we just, I guess by 9 o'clock was like, this is as much as we can take. We cannot keep him under control anymore. So we got in the car, which is the only thing that keeps him calm these days. Being in the car and being carried are the only two things that help him. So we got in the car. I drove an hour and 45 minutes, got on the highway, drove an hour and 45 minutes, then turned around and came back. So it was about 12:30 by the time we got home. We were like, let's rush him into the bedroom, get all the fans and everything running, turn on music, whatever we got to do to keep the noise down. He was calm, we got home, he was calm. Put him in the bedroom. I'm just getting the speaker turned on for music to start playing, and a giant explosion directly above our house. So then now we're back in the same situation we were in 4 hours earlier with him. I mean, he's frantic. I used to be, I feel like if 5 years ago, 10 years ago, somebody told me they didn't think people should shoot fireworks because it upsets dogs, I would have rolled my eyes. But now I feel like I would like to strangle people. It's so hard. It is so hard. Anyway, I had those 2 orders yesterday. Get back on subject here. I had 2 orders. Again, not the greatest amounts of money. So it is the 4th of July. No post office is going to be open. But tonight we are going to be going to a hotel. We live pretty close to O'Hare Airport here in Chicago, so we're going to go stay in the hotel. Hopefully it's soundproof enough and far enough away from any fireworks that we can get through the night. And then because tomorrow is Saturday, we assume we're going to be having the same situation in our neighborhood. We're going to be staying there 2 nights. So Friday night, Saturday night. And not really what I wanted to do with my weekend, because there's so much work I could get done here, but we're just going to be chilling out in the hotel. So I'm going to try to get these 2 packages packed up today, and maybe I'll be able to drop them off at the post office tomorrow morning. They were ordered yesterday. I technically don't have to ship them until Monday because of the Friday holiday, but I don't feel great about that. Somebody orders something on Thursday, feel like you should try to get it to them as soon as possible. So I'm going to pack them up anyway, whether they get to the post office or not. I'm not sure. Here comes Pineapple now. You can see how miserable he is. Come here, buddy. You want to get in your little bed? You want to get in your little bed here? Go ahead. So right now he's doing okay. He is on anxiety medication and Benadryl to try to keep him calm and sleepy, but I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but in our neighborhood on the 4th of July, it is like nonstop. Like literally not a single quarter of a second goes by without an explosion for 24 hours straight. So we got to get out of here. Anyway, look at him hiding under here. It's a little spot. There's supposed to be a tote bin there. He's hiding under there instead. Okay, let's stop talking about fireworks. I'm thinking about it too much, and let's get these orders packed. Okay, yeah, we just have these 2 orders, so it should go pretty quickly today. We'll be done here in 5 minutes. This is a deck of cards, 2 decks of cards. These are vintage cards. I got a whole bunch of these. They were in a stack, and then they were wrapped, so you could only see the top one. The top one had a Peanuts, Snoopy, and Woodstock deck of cards on it, and I knew those were worth a little bit of money. I assumed that the whole stack was like that. There were 2 of these stacks, but when I got them home and opened it up, only the top deck was the really good ones. But they're not bad, considering, like, by the time I figured out cost of goods, I think there were 4 or 5 decks in each pack, and maybe they were... Anyway, I can't remember how much I paid for the whole thing, but they turned out to be 40 cents a piece for each deck of cards. So this one, unfortunately, these were opened. All the rest of them, the cards were sealed, but this particular one was open. So this one had a much lower cost. I mean, I put a much lower price on it. I mean, I'm not selling them for that much anyway. I think even the good ones were like $15. But these I only sold for $7.59. This was I have a 20% off sale going on in my shop right now on anything that's older than 90 days. So these fell into that category. So $7.59, not very much. I won't make much profit on these, but they were cheap. They're easy to store, easy to pack. I happen to have this box right here that's ready to go. It's already been used once. So we'll just put it in here, just get these cards shipped out. So $7.60 really, plus shipping. After we pay eBay fees, we're probably gonna make like $5, maybe less on these. So yeah, not the greatest turnaround, but since I had 10 or 12 of these decks of cards over the course of selling all of them, I'll do okay on them. I think I'll probably have made like $60 or something on these decks of cards. So I don't think I'm gonna need to write too much on these marker. It's only 11 ounces, so it should be pretty cheap to ship. This box is gonna be 7 by 7 by 5. And then I might as well put the initials on here just to be sure I don't mess something up. I've sold to this shop before. It's a store in North Carolina, antique store. I think I sold decks of cards to them in the past from this same purchase. So good for them. Hopefully they can sell them and make a little bit more money on them. Okay, next up is this vintage football. It's a Wilson NFL official, signed by the commissioner. I forgot his name, Pete Rozelle. I got this at a yard sale about probably just about exactly a month ago, June 7th. So today's the 4th. I got this on the 7th, so less than a month. I went to this sale and there was nothing there I wanted, but I saw these 2 footballs and they were deflated. So I wasn't sure about them, but while I was thinking about it, another guy picked them up and he was talking to the owner, the guy who was selling them, and I assumed I'm not gonna get those, this guy's gonna buy them. So I went and I got in my car, and then I saw this guy walking away without them. So I went back up and I grabbed them, and the owner told me that he used to play. I mean, he was an older guy. He said he used to play football with his friends every weekend or whatever, and every time they got together, they would buy a new football to play. And at the end of each game, he took home the footballs. So he had 2 of them. He showed me photos from them playing, and I would have guessed from their hairstyles and whatever that it was like late 60s or maybe like 68 to 75, something like that. So I don't know how to date a football like this, but I put in the listing 60 vintage, 60 to 70s. 60s or 70s football. I got 2 of them. I brought them home and I filled them up with air. They held air just fine. The other one has like a bulge off the side of it, which I'm guessing, I mean, I don't know how a football works, but I think there's like a bladder inside of here, and then there must be a flaw in that bladder or a tear in it or something. So it's causing this bulge. I used to see tires get that. I don't know if they still do. In any event, I put that one a little bit lower. I put this one at $59.99, and I paid $5 for each of them. So I put it at $60, and somebody offered me $55, so I took that. That's more than 10%. I mean, 10 times profit, so not bad. I'm happy with that. 1 pound, 6 ounces. 11 by 9 by 7. And who's it going to? This I definitely don't need to write on here, but I'm going to anyway. So there's those 2. I'm gonna buy the labels, get them put on, and then I'll come back and tell you about profits, which are gonna be pretty low. Okay, those are ready to go. I think I might just request a pickup for tomorrow and just put them out tonight and just trust that they'll be safe on the porch. That way I don't have to worry about it, and I know they'll get shipped out on Saturday. Okay, so here's what we have for profits. On the deck of cards, $6.80. So not too bad. That's more than I expected it to be. I thought it would be like $4 or less. $6.80. And then for that football, after fees and everything, $38.92. So like I said, I'll put these out tonight and get them shipped tomorrow morning. And you know, today's the 4th of July. I don't anticipate there being a lot of sales today, probably none. If things are going to continue the way they have been so far this month, we're going to be having a lot of slow days. But yeah, we won't be here. We'll be in the hotel tonight and tomorrow. So I think I've been publishing a video every day for the past few months. I think I have one banked video that I'll release one of the days while we're away, and then I might skip a day for the first time. So if you are used to seeing one video coming up every day, there might be one missing. If you're not used to seeing one video coming up every day, consider subscribing and following along and see if we get to our goal. I have a goal this year to reach $50,000 in profit. I have a suspicion we're not going to do it, but we're going to just try our best. So follow along, see if we can make some money selling on eBay. So thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon.